Cool. Well, yeah, as I said, the market wrapped a magnificent win last week, particularly without Milt. And it must have been a really good week on the training track and giving you a bit of motivation moving forward after pulling off a win like that.
Yeah, no question. I think maybe the last time I spoke, felt like we've made good progression at training. You know, you go through patches where you ask yourself, are you getting better and are we moving forward? And I felt like the break that we had, the FIBA break, and then the last 2 weeks, I feel like we've really made good progress, and I think it shone through in that game in New Zealand.
I know you want to dwell on the travel, but it is a big little period, isn't it? New Zealand, then to Perth, and then back it up Sunday. It's you really have to take care of recovery and things like that at this time.
Yeah, we've got a great high performance team that direct that side of it, and our guys have come out, you know, feeling good this week. We had a solid week on the track. We didn't lighten it off. We only had a couple of days, but you know, you're in the NBL, you're travelling everywhere. Jump on a plane, go play the game, and you know, all good.
You covered Milk really well last week, obviously, but always handy to have him back in the side of MVP candidate at this stage.
It's always good to have Milt Daw on your team. I think that's why he's on a 2-year contract, and you know, he's a superstar. We love what he brings to our team on and off the court, and he'll slot back in beautifully.
Obviously, on the defence, really, it's taken it. It's had like 8 wins in the breaks through in the second half of the last week, and around the same wins in 36 weeks.
Yeah, I feel like obviously Magnay coming back in certainly helps parts of our defence, but I think Scott's and all of us have had a really strong focus in that area to, you know, get back to being a top 4 defensive team, and you know, we're on track for that. It's all very close in terms of numbers and, you know, things like that, but we feel like we've made good progress, and going into New Zealand, they owned us a little bit over there. We hadn't won as a franchise in New Zealand, and they beaten us up a little bit. So there was a real resolve about the group going there and wanting to do well. And obviously our defence was the trademark for that.
How important is it to tick those little wins off like getting your first win in New Zealand to keep that motivation high in the group?
Oh, I think getting a win. I think every interview up here I've talked about how hard it is to win in the NBL, and you can get on a little 2 or 3 game win streak and you feel good about yourself, and you turn around twice and you can lose 2 or 3 and be back in the middle of the pack. That's how tight it is. So winning a game in the NBL is difficult, and winning it on the road in New Zealand, it has proven difficult for us, and we tick that, and that builds trust and confidence within the group. And you know, to go on the road to Perth, you know, we've had some success there, so we should go into that place feeling confident, and as they'll want to be a team that bounces back after last week's loss.
Back on the round 1 loss there, I guess the coaching staff.
I think every team looks back the last time you played them. It was a long time ago, and the teams are very different. They've changed personnel. We've obviously had some players come back in, and so while some things are the same, it's probably very different. When you watch that game back, it's like this is a very different style for both teams now.
Did you watch what Illawarra did well last week against it?
Yeah, we've watched the Illawarra game. We try and watch 4 or 5 games previously to get a good feel of what teams are doing, and you know, Illawarra, they were really on the front foot, and they probably, you know, Perth, it's hard to stay up. They've had, I think it was 6 straight wins, so but Illawarra was on the front foot and very, very aggressive, and sort of suits our style of play anyway. But you know, they had a really good game plan and executed it. It was a good win for them.